both power feeds to the coils. And you can see during the misfire, we're not dropping out at all. Current ramps are still there. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Zoom in even further. See our turn on oscillations. So we're not dropping out, you know, injection or ignition control. Let's raise the throttle a little bit. Doesn't look bad. Peak detect. Now if you notice this sharp downward spike on the current ramp. Seems like every other spike has that. Let's synchronize it with one of the coil inputs. Alright guys, getting interesting. So I'm synced off the coil number 2 control here. That's a green trace. You can see coil number 2 has that huge current spike, which means that spark has a really high, you know, resistance, and sometimes it actually backfeeds, and the current, see, it goes negative. That huge spike right there. The other coil is a lot more normal. You never see how the current's spiking up for just a coil we're synced on. Also, I've noticed when you let it idle, you can almost hear the spark jumping somewhere. It's like a snap. You hear it? Let me investigate a little further. So, again, we're on the current going to the coils, and then we're on one control wire on channel 1, or channel 2 for the sync. Check this out. Once in a while, when the engine really bucks, we have this anomaly. The control is telling the coil to, like, the dwell period here is huge compared to a normal firing event. It happens on both coils, okay? So why would the computer tell the coil to, you know, dwell for so long? I'm starting to think that this is an input issue, like a camera crank sensor, kind of like we saw in that Acura. Now this is crazy. I mean, it only happens at low RPM when cam and crank signals are notoriously weak. So let's zoom out a little bit, see if we can catch this again. Right there. Saw that? Now, it's still bucking right now, but our ramps are normal. Maybe we should also take a look at the injector pattern. See, you saw that again right there. We'll take a look at how the injectors are doing here. Those are being consistent. So let's keep going. Well, out of desperation here, I was touching the plug wires and I got zapped on this one right here. Doing a cylinder drop test, taking the plug wire out, and it's running the same crappy way. Cylinder 1 is not contributing. For example, if you take cylinder 3 out, it basically stalls out. Cylinder 3 is contributing. So, what the heck is going on, right? I guess we're getting close, but man, this one's kicking my ass too. Well, I swapped the plugs around, 1 to 3, 3 to 1. The plugs looked okay. Now these ignition wires, they seem kind of real, you know, secondhand quality here. You can pull the lead out of the boot. So this one wasn't all the way in the tower. It's supposed to actually slide in there, and the boot is supposed to shield it. So let's see what happens. AC's on, headlights on. Still doing its thing. Yep. Let's try our cylinder drop test again. That's firing inside the head, not in the spark plug. Now it's on the spark plug. No real change there. You can't even get this thing back on the spark plug either. It's crazy. Now we'll do a cylinder drop test on this guy. Just get him off. Coming out of there. I'm not getting shocked. But putting it back on the plug, this is nuts. Spark coming out of that one. These are hard to get onto the plug. These boots just suck. I might have to get a set of plugs and wires for this baby. Check this out, guys. Spark plug tester installed. I laid it right on the valve cover here. That's not supposed to happen. Sparking right out of the boot instead of going through the spark tester. And see that? When it goes here, it doesn't go through the spark tester. You bring it away, it's fine. So let's increase that gap and see what happens there. So I opened up the gap to about 25 kV. We see our issue. Right there. Now good boots are supposed to hug the end of the plug and not allow this to happen. This guy, it's all plastic. There's a gap in there. That's the shitty plug wires. That's what it is. Sorry guys, I think we're almost there. It's bucking, chugging. I pushed the boot down. I lift the boot up. It almost dies. Push the boot down. There's a definite change. Maybe some dielectric grease on those, huh? Proof of concept. Alright guys, I think we have victory here. Running smooth with some Subaru wires that don't even fit. That is crazy. Here's the issue. The boot here is plastic, and you see how close the metal is to the edge? That spark was jumping right to the head instead of to the spark plug. A nice boot, like this OEM Subaru boot, see how deep the metal is inside the boot there? And this is all insulating. I mean, compare. You see how much of the spark plug is exposed here, and here it's covered all the way down. You know, the metal's here instead of right at the tip. It's running smooth. I mean, we snap the throttle here. Neat. Damn plug wires. All I need is a tune-up, right? And he said he replaced the wires, but these are from a junkyard, so go figure. Cheap plastic nonsense. This is garbage right here. Not probably, you know, $3 plug wires. Let's take it for a spin just to make sure, but I think we're all done here. So it's I've been here about 4 hours. Man, this field, but hey, we won the war, right? Catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Alright, we're at a stop sign. Idling smooth. Oh yeah. Unreal. Absolutely no issues. That completely blows my mind. We got all the accessories on, rock steady. See if this baby can do a burnout. Ah, weak sauce. We see something new every day. I've never seen plug wires fail or just not work in that scenario. I don't see how they could work even if they're new. It just blows my mind. I've never seen a spark plug wire with a plastic boot on it. Alright, we're going to clear the check engine light. Fixed. If only it was easy as that. I might try to get some after waveforms on the new wires, but woo! Talk about being thrown for a loop for even on a simple problem like that. Guess we'll have to learn from this experience and see how we could have done something differently to verify the problem. This is an aftermath of 4 hours of diagnostics. Yep. Alright, this keeps getting better. Here's a new set of spark plug wires. If you notice, something's different between the old and the new set. They're almost identical. That rubber boot right there, you pop this guy off, that's it. So we were missing part of the spark plug boot, as crazy as that may sound. So we're going to install these, get some known good waveforms, and wrap this up. Alright guys, here's a known good waveform. You can see a 16 kV, spark duration is about 1 millisecond. That's fine. Now I want to put the old plug wire back on and see what a known bad looks like without the boot. Now I was taking the new boot out, check out what happened. That rubber thing stayed inside the well, so no wonder these things get lost and left behind, and then you start having misfiring issues. You don't know why. That's because that the tip of the boot is key. That rubber insulator on the you know, on the end of it. So I'm going to try to get that out. I don't know what the best way to do it. Maybe put the boot back in and twist it. Try to see if it comes off with the spark plug. Nope. Well, let's improvise. Well, I was gonna take the boot out and I can't get it out. It is stuck in there. Some pieces came off. I'm just gonna put this plug wire right back in. And the other one, luckily, still came out with the boot. So we're gonna swap that one out. What a pain in the butt. Let's see here. Try to get this guy clipped back in. Get you a shot of the setup.